Wow, we back breaking news. Former NBA star Gilbert Arenas arrested in connection with illegal high stakes poker game. Give it up for Gilbert. And getting more credibility as the day goes by. And once a lane, always a lane. You thought the money and power make you go away? No. You always been a lane. You're the same guy that brought firearms into your workplace, the NBA building, and thought it was cool. Came back from suspension and made firearm jokes and celebrations. And that's why you are where you are in your NBA career. You're lying on Kobe now, and now look at you. You're back in the same situation you was before. Ignorance. Now, most times when players do something, I got their back because, players be messing up, smoking a little weed, driving. You got a gun in the car. Okay, cool. That's normal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Normal stuff. All right, cool. You smoke anyway. You're going to have your gun on you because you're trying to protect your little few dollars you got anyway. Cool. You ain't from where you from. So, cool. You get paid. But for you running a high legal state poker game in Calabasas and you Gilbert Arenas, but I digress because this is who you are. Time and time again, you show who you are who you are, and it proves that even though you're a great basketball offensive talent, you still don't have the comprehension skills or the brain capacity to know who and where and why you are there. And you just, I would say Negro, but this is ignorant. But let's read the news. Former star Arenas Brest accused Department of Justice. This is a Fed case, not state. That's even worse. Facing a federal indictment. Give it up for Gilbert, man. I'm getting this street credibility one case at a time. On count of conspiracy. You know what a conspiracy means? That means they're going to put you away for 25 to life. I promise you that's what that means. You ain't got to get caught with no drugs. Conspiracy will give you 25 to life. I'm not lying. You think I'm lying? Ask Ray for evidence. You think I'm lying? Ask Black from Baton Rouge. If you think I'm lying, ask Uno Loso from Oak Cliff. Ask him what conspiracy mean to him. Illegal gambling business, one content operating illegal gambling business and making false statements to the feds. Give it up for Gilbert Arenas. One charge at a time. He's getting all the street credibility he wants. And for lying on Kobe, see how all that stuff come back on you? All that lying and false claiming, LeBron this and LeBron that, working for them people over there instead of being true to that word and true to yourself. See how all that stuff all come back. Because you're lying on this, you'll lie doing this. If you lie, you cheat. They say you'll steal. Now I never believed that when I was younger, because I lied all the time just on minor stuff. But as I got older, I understood what that phrase came from and what it meant. It means you're not an honorable person. If you lie, you'll steal. You know what I'm saying? Because what you lying for? What you lying for? What's going to come down to? What are you lying for? Arenas rented out an Encino, California mansion to host illegal poker games. First mistake. If you want to do something illegal, you go to Compton. If you want to do something illegal and try to get smooth and be cool with it, you go to Compton. You don't take your black self over there in Hollywood Hills. Do you know where Encino is? Encino is where the Jackson family lives, where they have their mother's home. So we're going to investigate any Negro movement over here, first of all. We're going to see where you get the money to come from to get over here in the first place anyway. And you want to run out. You think you're doing cool. Yeah, we're going to run out the spot. And then we're going to do it like that. We're going to do it smooth. But it's no. You're not street smart, not because you're not from the streets, because you're not of the streets. It's not even about having street smart. This is about common sense. You can't do this not being street smart or being street smart. You still a Negro, boy. Who you think you is? Who you think you is? Now you about to get fired from ESPN job that they just gave you for lying with LeBron. About to get fired from that job. You about to go back to your YouTube channel, which is cool, which is fine. YouTube is the stuff. However, your YouTube channel ain't doing good because of the lies you told. You lost credibility. You built your channel off of drama. So what's going to keep the audience attention? More drama and more lies. According to the indictment, 51-year-old staged the games, will then prepare the home and collect rent from other individuals. We got a German in here whose department described as suspected organized crime in Israel. Got some more Germans in here who manage the gambling. All the other defendants facing charges of one count of conspiracy. There goes that word again. It's the reason that word is in the indictment. Conspiracy. Look that word up in federal indictments. Once again, I will ask you to go to ask Uno Loso out of Oak Cliff what conspiracy meant in his case. No drugs, no nothing on, no guns. Go ask Black from Baton Rouge what conspiracy meant in his case. No drugs, no guns. And I will ask you one more time. Go ask Grateful Edmond what conspiracy meant in his case with no drugs and no guns in Washington, D.C. What does conspiracy mean to a real life indictment? Y'all go look that up for me, please, because I already know what it means. Justice Department investigators accused arenas and co-defendants of collecting money of each prize pot. Now, since we have co-defendants, you might got a way out. I give you that, but you the head dog. You who they want. You the one got the name. You the one gonna make sure their prices go up. You the one got the name. But since you do got co-defendants, you might have a way out. So let's see what's going on. According to the indictment, investigators obtained text messages between Arenas and Cass to show the two planning the alleged illegal games at the mansion, and even came up with poker tables with your name and image on it. It don't get no more of a better case than this, Gilbert. You got your name and image on the poker table. Real gangster. There goes the Arenas Poker Club with there goes a picture. So this is not alleged. Here goes the picture. The Arenas Poker Club with your name and image on it. So you running real life poker gambling thing. You know the Uncle Sam don't play by the taxi. So I'm looking at you getting 15 to 20. You'll plead it to a 10, but you still got to do that time because the feds want you to do 85% of your time. So you do about 44 now, 40. So you can come home about 55. You can sit it out. You can push it back about a year. You got a little money. You can push it back for a year. Your new wife, I don't know if she's gonna stay down now. You know she's a passport woman. I don't know if she's gonna stay down. How can you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You got yourself in this. The indictment also says Arena sent messages out about money, complaining about players being intoxicated, and trying to find hosts for the nights. The home used for the gambling nights was raided in early hours of July 20th. You got the feds raiding houses. Prosecutors say Arenas falsely told them he was not involved in what's taking place at the home. In fact, defendant Arenas had knowingly provided equipment to the house to be used in a poker game. Rented out the house and used to float illegal poker games in July 29th to 22nd, 22. One of the defendants faces additional accusations. Charged with entering a sham marriage with Valentina. Two of them face 3 charges, one count of conspiracy. There goes that word again. Making a false statement to immigration document. And there you go, have it. Once a lane, always a lane. The story of people like Gilbert Arenas. What you thought the money and power and fame would make you go away? That's why I tell people always be yourself. Don't try to put on a nothing to be a nothing. Don't lie to the people. Gilbert, you know who you are. Just be yourself, dog. It's okay. You're a corny guy. It's okay. It's okay to be corny. You don't have to try to fit in with nobody. Just be yourself. And the truth shall set you free. Now, I hope you tell the truth now. Because the truth shall set you free. And you see where the lies have got you in a tight place. And I don't know how the feds do bonds and all this stuff. I really don't. I'm not a jail guy. I'm not a lawyer or a jail guy. But I do know feds really don't give out too much bond unless you got some money. So you do got some money, but you're going to do that time if you're messing with them feds. You know, they got a 98% conviction rate. You know, a 98% conviction rate. Not because you can tell, because you told. So, and then you got a way out, though. You got to give up some of your co-defendants and who the main masterminds that came to you. You got to go get to talking. It's cool. You ain't no street dude. You can be a rat and come home. It'll be okay. Some people like me hold it against you, but look at me. I ain't nobody but a YouTuber. So it is what it is. You know, I got to call Kwame Brown. I'm going to hit Kwame Brown tonight, see what he got to say about it. Because, you know, that was your teammate who you told a lot of stories about. But still, like Kwame Brown is in a better position than you. Once again, with no lies told. But I digress. Like I said, we have to live out the dream network. We don't want to see no man down, black, orange, white, green, or yellow. However, you must lay the bed, you must sleep in the bed that's made. And we wish the best for you, man. But lawyer up, tell your wife you're gonna be home for about 10 years. Tell her to hold it down for you pay what she gotta pay. And for your son to see you going through this at his age right now, being the number one player in America, it's not good. Shout out to him going to his freshman year of college this year. And somebody else gonna become, I don't know, daddy or stepdaddy or whatever, but so you're gonna be looking up to somebody else. I mean, but you have laid down the groundwork. So we'll leave it at that. It is what it is. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And you're giving them people exactly what they want. And we don't expect nothing else from Gilbert Arenas. He's the same guy that brought firearms to work. He's the same guy that, and look where his teammate is now, as far as currency. He's doing down their life sentence for messing with you. Ain't that something? Just think about everything around Gilbert Arenas. He bought his fiance a $400,000 fake diamond. Y'all remember that? Which is cool. Hey, I'm just saying. Everything around Gilbert Arenas is fugated. And we're going to see if he's going to beat this case. Y'all tell me. 98% conviction rate. Federal government. Y'all tell me. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what y'all think about Gilbert Arenas. Once a lame, always a lame. What you thought, the money, power, fame, make you go away.